Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you are, wherever you are. Aloha, this is Manny from Good Dog Press, and welcome to my computer room on a Saturday evening edition of At the Altar. Tonight, I'm doing At the Altar for Pope Fire, and we are going to be doing Game of Thrones tonight. So we do have an expert on Game of Thrones, someone who's watched Game of Thrones too many times, I think. Uh, she's watching Game of Thrones while I'm doing my live streams, and I can hear it loud. How are you doing tonight, honey?
I'm doing fine. How is everybody? Aloha.
Cool. We got Eagle 43 out there. We got Joshua Hughes. And my phone is going off. What is going on in Twitter? It's going crazy. Stop it. Stop tweeting me. All right. And I have watched Game of Thrones. I do have my opinion on Game of Thrones, but I guarantee you my opinion and my wife's opinion is going to be a little bit different. Skunk Girl's going to have her opinion. I'll have my opinion. Do you have any opinion on this trusty sidekick?
Having never watched the show, no, I don't.
That is
But you know what? Feel free to spoil away. I don't care.
The show is interesting to say the least. It used to be really, 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 really good. It has fallen, but I'm the kind of guy who's like, it fell, big deal. It's just a show. I'm not going to get crazy over it. I'm not going to go make YouTube videos and go cry to the winds about it. It's just a freaking show. And I hardly ever watch it. And my wife can tell you, I hardly ever watch the show when it's on TV. I always watch it like 2 days later or something.
Usually he falls asleep, so he's got to watch it a couple of times.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I fall asleep a lot.
Yeah, been there, done that.
You know, it's like, okay. And some of these things this season, honey, I mean, come on. You can't fault me to fall asleep. And that's it.
Yeah, apparently you don't get into it like I do. It's all right.
Maybe it's a chick thing.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Why do you watch it for? Jon Snow?
Really, honey?
I don't know.
No.
Well, I know what I used to watch it for, and they don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
It's the old bait and switch. That's what that show did. It's typical HBO. They make it all sexy for the first couple seasons, and after that, it just gets boring.
No, I liked it because of the character development.
Wow.
You know, certain characters change throughout the seasons, and that's why everybody's all in an uproar about this last one, is because some of the people that we wanted to, see about, like John and stuff, got kind of put on the back burner.
Well, John, I'm not watching. I'm not watching it for John. I'm watching it for Tyrion.
I like Tyrion too.
If not
He's
for
one
Tyrion,
of my favorite characters.
I've said this for years. If Tyrion dies, I'm out of this. I'm done. There's nothing for me to watch. It's like, yes, Daenerys is a very beautiful woman, but I ain't watching it for you. I'm sorry. You're kind of boring. I thought her character was horrible. I mean, she's the Anakin Skywalker. She's the Natalie Portman of HBO. That's what it is. I don't like her acting at all. Very stiff character. Very stiff. No comment.
I'm reading the chat, honey.
I'm sorry. Well, then read it.
No, you can read it.
Oh, my Lord. Okay. It's going to be hard for me to draw and read at the same time. Okay. Eagle 43 said he's first. He shared the link. Awesome. Yeah, if you guys can share the link out there, I tweeted it out. Please retweet it for me. And I think you guys are doing a great job because I hear my phone going off. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Eagle 43 is saying, hell, Raven. Raven is still the best of the Titans. I don't know. That's a good one. I like Cyborg, the original Cyborg. And I like Terra. I think Terra was the best. Terra and Blackfire. Of course, they're villains. Okay. The attack of King's Landing was an inside job, said Eagle 43. Joshua Hughes is in the chat saying, hail Raven. Goth conspiracies. Eagle 43 wants to know. So if you got any goth conspiracies, what you think is going to happen tomorrow night, honey, please spoil away. I said Hail Goth. Bullet said Goth Milk. McCrank is out there. What's you doing, McCrank? McCrank says Popefire fleecing her fans through Patreon, and she can't even do her own at the altar. The Church of Starfire is trash. Hail Raven. Let that sink in for a while. Yeah, go over to her Patreon and go support her. She supports a lot of people out there with her Patreon. Gets some books to some people who can't afford them.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a good Patreon. I got to get that and put in the link later. Okay. Eagle 43 is I'm an expert. I read the book. Well, that's good for you. At least you read something good. I heard the book is great and the show is trash. Bullet is telling Eagle 43, where is your diploma, Eagle? Eagle 43 says a wizard never needs a diploma. Flit is out there. How you doing, Flit? Who's the girl on the screen? Doesn't look like Skunk Girl to me. Well, for tonight and tonight only, I will draw Daenerys from Game of Thrones. And yes, at least she's still a blonde. I like blondes, don't I, honey?
I guess so.
Oh, you guess so. Really? Really?
You're doxing me, honey.
Everybody knows you're a blonde. I make that joke every time I wake up in the morning
Yeah, I
with
know.
two blondes in my bed. I am a lucky man. We got Adrian in the house. How you doing, Adrian? Adrian
Hey,
slipped
what's
in
up?
like a ninja.
Yes,
How
he
you doing,
does.
What's up? What's up?
Hey,
Awesome, Adrian. Nice to have you here, Adrian. See, when Adrian comes in, then everybody starts pouring in.
I'm getting
The
set up.
Titan squad is officially here. I got two. Well, we got 3 members of the Titan squad here. What am I saying? I'm part of the Titan squad.
Where's Tank? He's the expert on Game of Thrones.
He's having some technical difficulties. Hopefully, he'll get it cleared up.
Oh.
And he was in the green room with us, and he might be back. There's Booster in the chat. He's playing video games. Thanks a lot, Booster. Bullet says, "Are we doing arts and crafts tonight?" No, that's my desk. My desk is a mess, as you guys can see. I got stuff all over the place. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of arts and crafts over here, huh, honey? Yeah, I still got to put all those videos together. I still got my Captain Marvel video I got to put together, and the original Captain Marvel, not the mean woman.
What kind of doll do you got to the left of Daenerys with her
Oh.
legs sticking straight up in the air?
Well, I think this is a Sable. I'm pretty sure this is
Huh?
I think this is a Sable from WWF, WWE. I'm gonna make this.
Oh.
I'm gonna make this into a Skunk Girl custom.
Yeah, did you
figure.
see that one girl died from WWE?
Who?
Oh shoot, I know you're gonna ask me. Hang on a minute.
Okay,
Let me Google it.
Bullet said hair doxed. Okay, cool. Eagle 43 says
She was young too. I'm Googling it.
okay.
It is shoot.
Bullets.
Ashley Massaro.
Well,
She was 39.
what was her stage name?
I don't. I thought you would know.
I don't know who Ashley whatever is.
You watched that damn show on
I
TV.
used
What's it
to
called?
watch that show, but I haven't
What's
watched
it called, honey? Tell me what it's called.
Raw.
No,
Oh,
the
the
girls
Divas?
one.
Yeah, the Divas, but I got sick of it. It was kind of boring.
Oh,
Yeah.
They weren't very good.
Bullet
it's
said
not
Adrian
saying
is
what
the
her name
king
is.
of art. That is awesome. Thank you, Bullet, for saying that about Adrian. Yes, I do edit my chats. Joshua Hughes says boo at Booster Kiwi. Eagle 43 says today Canada invaded Russia. No moose were lost in the attack. Wow.
well, good, because we were worried about that.
Yeah. Oh, I still have to make my man eating moose. I haven't done that yet.
Is that a trustee I hear?
Yes, it is a trustee. Adrian.
What is up, Trusty?
Adrian, do you watch King of Thrones? King of
Yes.
Thrones. Game of Thrones.
Yes, me and my wife watch it for our anniversary every year. We binge watch it.
So when are you gonna watch this last season?
We're actually, once the last episode is up and done, we're actually gonna just get the HBO app and watch it, binge watch it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't notice that I was white boxed on myself the whole time. I'm so sorry.
I'm still
Oh.
getting set up.
Yeah, I was setting everything up and I white boxed myself. Like, oh. Then I looked back at my computer screen. I was like, hey, I'm white boxed. That's not cool. We got Adrian. What is that? What do we see there, Adrian? We see some blue.
I'm not sure. It's probably a light. I'm still getting set up.
Cool.
You started earlier than we normally do.
Bullet said, I like Adrian. It's not an insult. ASMR, I don't know. That's kind of, I forget what it means, but I know it's somebody that's really quiet. What does the acronym stand for, honey?
What? I'm not looking.
ASMR?
I don't
Back, I
know.
gotta get me paper.
If anybody knows what ASMR means, it's something about silence or a person is really quiet. Or that. I should white box Trusty since I thought. I'm so sorry, Trusty. I will white box you for now.
Oh, no problem.
At least they can see some artwork being done, because that's, if anything, that's what GDP is all about.
I was gonna
This
say,
dog-
can
Surprised
you
you don't
see-
know her. She was on. Surprised you don't know her. She was on the Playboy issue of 2007. Still can't find.
Oh, her.
Well, you know you.
You know what? I'll just go.
God,
I'll go Google, and
I am googling it and I can't find it.
that's not gonna help me.
Well,
Because there was a bunch of Ashleys, so it could be whole bunch. I have no clue.
okay,
Obviously, she was not a high card diva.
Yeah, I don't
right.
think she was a big diva.
Was she?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, she looks familiar, but she doesn't look like she. I mean, excuse me. Yeah, she wasn't one of the featured ones. Yeah, and I do not have that Playboy, honey. Sorry.
I went to Hobby Lobby today and got me some new pins.
Cool.
Bullet says ASMR is autonomous sensory meridian response. So that clears that up.
So, and there goes the dog. You gotta mute yourself, honey, if she's gonna bark. My lord. Why is my dog barking?
Have you ever heard of Brian Shearer's cat?
No.
Brian Shearer has this cat named Marissa. When she comes into the studio when he's working, she sort of goes, "Ow, ow."
Yeah,
It's the weirdest sound.
it's pretty
We
loud.
heard a cat last night from Ryan Cardinal, which was cute. I think it was after we streamed and we could hear a cat, and my wife goes, "Who's cat?" I'm like, oh, I don't know who has a cat.
Well, mine was in here with me, but she wasn't making too much noise.
Cool.
If it was just a little bit, it might have been Cookie.
Yeah. The only time my cat makes noise is somebody's downstairs, which is a good alarm. Great alarm for your house.
Your cat makes a noise?
I said my dog.
I was gonna say you despise the cat that's downstairs.
Yeah, I can't stand cats. You know that.
Yeah.
I'm a dog
Oh.
person. You know why I don't like cats? Because they ate my bird.
Oh God, we don't need to go there.
The beautiful minor bird. It swore. Come on.
A
How
bird
cool
that
is that?
swears.
Yeah, because minor birds are really good impersonators, and my
Mhm.
father swore every single day. So the
Daggone.
minor bird swore.
Is my artwork blurry when it shows up on there? Because it's like
Uh,
blurry on my end.
a little bit. Do you have your autofocus on or something?
I don't. I can't figure out what's. Because, like, on the device, it looks great.
So what's your prediction for how the season's gonna end tomorrow, honey?
Uh, everybody's gonna be disappointed. That's all I'm going to say. A
Come
lot,
on, tell me some more. What do you mean by that?
a lot of people gonna be disappointed at that stupid show how it ends.
Well, that yeah,
Well, to me,
it's
okay, to me, they turned Daenerys into
the
Anakin
Mad
Skywalker.
Queen. Well, they
They
turned her
turned
into the
her,
Mad Queen.
they turned her into Anakin Skywalker. There is no reason to cheer for her anymore. She killed women and children. We're done. There's nothing that is this disgusting. Okay, she's not the Mad Queen. She's just freaking evil. Why would you ever want her to succeed? Why would you want her to take the Iron Throne? You know. So if somebody doesn't kill her, it's like, why? The funniest part is all these people that have been watching Game of Thrones for all these years, they've named their child Daenerys. That turns out to be an evil, evil character, which is hilarious. You know. Hope I'm not spoiling anything for you, Adrian. Adrian.
Oh, he said he must go. He must go silent. I can't read; it's too small.
Adrian, what did Adrian say? What? Oh, he said it in the chat. In the chat or in the green room.
No, just down at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that means it's in the chat. It's in the green room. Okay, what did he say?
Well, now he's got to up with his phone, so.
Okay. I must go. Oh, my wife warned me.
Oh, that's good because I thought it said my wife wounded me, and I was getting a
No.
little concerned.
Well, what happened was I don't know if it was my stream or Pope's stream, and I guess he was talking and he got into the conversation. He was having a good time, and I guess he got a little bit too loud for his wife, so I guess that's why he's muting himself. Poor
Yeah.
Adrian. Poor Adrian can't speak to us. Well, better mute me, Adrian, so you don't want to hear any spoilers. I don't know how it's going to end. That's for
Well, no, there is no spoilers. I don't think anybody knows how it's gonna end. I was just asking you what your prediction was going
Actually, no. There's supposedly there's a lot of spoilers on YouTube already. There's a lot of like 3 different scenarios. I think they shot it 3 times, and the spoilers are out there. People actually know how it ends. But if they make that little girl stab her, you guys wasted 8 years of your life.
No, I don't think she's going to.
I mean, she killed the damn
No.
king, which was a horrible way of making the king die. Do you know anything about this Game of Thrones there, Trusty?
Nope.
Nope.
And it's not that I'm not interested. It's just I don't have HBO,
Good.
and I haven't gotten around to watching it on DVDs from the library. But I plan to.
Good reason not to watch it. I mean, like I said, it was a very good show. I liked the show, especially the first year. And we didn't start watching it till there was almost the season was over. Then we started binge watching it. And we're getting into it, and we're getting into Sean Bean, and he's like such a great actor. And all of a sudden, oh, didn't he just get big-headed? What the hell is this show about? The best damn character they killed off in the first season. Like, really? The only guy that actually had, morals. He had a moral compass, and that's why they killed him, because he spoke the truth. It's like, wow. what the hell kind of show is this? It's like Sean Bean is gone.
I'm just curious of what's going to happen to Tyrion.
Well, somebody's got to take over that dragon. And they're going to let the Mad Queen take over. I mean, that'll be an interesting way to end the damn show. Well, it's like, guess what? There is no happy ending.
No, and there wasn't a happy ending to your Avengers either. But yet we liked the way how it ended.
No, the Avengers actually ended great.
Oh my goodness, you're not getting my point.
I know, but I'm not against sad endings, but this is pretty horrible that they're gonna let a villain take the throne. But then again, it could open up for whatever the hell the sequel is. Obviously, Bullet is totally into it, and I think, well, didn't Bullet say that he read the books? Yeah, we got Game of Thrones in the.
No, I think it was wasn't it Eagle that said he read the books?
Oh, I gotta go back up.
It was Eagle that read the books, honey.
Okay, but
Mhm.
obviously, Bullet knows about it too because he's talking about the elephants that were never in the show.
Yeah.
I mean, the Golden Army is supposed to have elephants, or somebody's supposed to have.
I like
elephants.
Eagle's idea. A musical ending. That's what it needs.
There you go.
Everybody breaks out in song.
Yep. Eagle 43 says dogs are superior to cats. I agree. The dragon will swoop in like a huge and terrible bird. Yeah, it did that last week. What the hell is that damn bird gonna? What the hell is that dragon gonna do this week? Scott Shemmer is in the chat and says her father was called the Mad King. By the way, yes, we do understand that he was called the Mad King, but she didn't have to turn mad. Her brother was mad. The brother was creepy.
Runs in the family, honey.
Yeah, that brother was creepy. Ugh.
Yeah, but you got to realize she lost people. She
Well,
lost, the girl. And then at the end, she really didn't have anybody to put her full trust in anymore. So that's when she snapped.
Yeah, she just snapped because she knew that John is the real heir to the throne.
Yeah, everybody said John should have just kissed her and
Yeah, but
everything would have been different.
that would have been, yeah, really. We want people to start marrying their cousins. Yeah, that's a good moral there, people. Sickos. They're cousins, right?
No, she's her aunt. Or Daenerys is John's aunt. It was her brother that was his father. So that's her nephew.
See, it's still creepy.
Mm-hmm.
It's creepy. We don't want that.
Yeah, but back in those days, they did that.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to get into that with all the royals and stuff. They still do that. Keep it in the bloodline. So technically, he could, and that their weird damn logic. What?
Zach says so it would be like a normal royal wedding.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. I agree with Zach. I don't know. McCrank is being mean to Adrian. Says Adrian is this whipped this booster. I don't think so. Because he's saying that you're part of the Church of Starfire. All the men that are in the Church of Starfire is not a real man. Hail Raven. Eagle 43 says I've never watched an episode, but I will tell you how it will end. It will end with a musical. Oh yeah, you said that already. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. Zach
Somebody's
Hoffman says, I'll guess it'll end with several minutes of credits followed by some commercials. Yeah, and then they'll say, next week, join us for the after party where everybody talks about how they had fun and on the set and everything. Yeah, that's what they'll do. They'll do it another week of just an after thing.
All right, stretch it out.
Yep, they're going to stretch it out. It's like, what else do they have? They have nothing right now. I don't think there's anything else on HBO that's even close to that ratings. They got to come up with something. They got to stretch it out until they get something else because all the rest of their shows aren't doing that great. I mean, we did watch True Blood. That was
Yep,
good.
and I like that too. Oh, you agree that was good.
It was
Wow.
good until I think it went one season too long though.
Yeah.
You know, they could have wrapped. And I really liked that Louisiana vampire. She was cool, but she was hardly ever in the damn thing.
Which one?
The Louisiana one.
The Louisiana vamp,
Yeah.
the redhead?
Well, not the girl, not the young one. There was she was redhead. She was a good character, but they hardly had her in the show. The Queen of New Orleans or something. The Vampire of New Orleans. That was pretty good.
No, I'm talking about the redhead that plays on your
Daredevil.
yeah, Daredevil that you watch now.
Yeah. She was okay.
I think just as
Honey, you're gonna have to read the chat because if I keep on reading the chat, I'm gonna screw up on this drawing. There's no way I can read the chat. Please keep up with the chat.
I don't know where you left off at.
Just look because I'm doing a photorealistic. If I keep on going back and forth, I'm never gonna do anything with this drawing. It's gonna suck. I gotta concentrate on this drawing. It's not like a cartoon drawing. Cartoon drawing, yeah, it's easy to read chat, but not a photorealistic. Let's keep up with the chat, please.
I'm trying to find where we left off.
Well, I think what's going to happen is you're going to get right to the like 20 minutes left in the show, and then you're going to hear clear, and then they're going to be, paddling somebody who, heart had stopped. They're going to wake them up in the hospital. It was all a dream, and Bobby Ewing is in the shower.
Sounds good. That'll be way better than what's going to happen. You're going to see all these people come out of the woodworks and makes all kinds of Game of Thrones YouTube videos. I was like, oh my Lord, how many damn Game of Thrones YouTube videos came out last week? All these people complaining about it.
Eagle says he wants to see Sean Bean come back to voice over the ending. That was the guy who played Ned Stark.
Yeah, he was, I'm telling you, him and Tyrion was my two favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I did like the guy that got his head crushed into. I thought he was a cool character, and then he got his head crushed.
Who?
The kind of like the Spanish dude or something that was teaching him how to fight with the sword.
Oh, yeah.
Diego
Well, there's
Montana?
been a lot of people who had their heads crushed. That's why I was asking which one.
No, the guy that beat the freaking mountain and he got his head
Oh.
crushed in. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
he was super cool. I mean,
Then they're all saying Hellraven, Eagle, and Flit. Bullet says stretching is important. Scott says glowing-eyed reptiles, according to David Icke.
interesting.
Zach says join us for 20 weeks of Talking Thrones, hosted by some guy who was in season 3 for 5 minutes.
Sounds about right.
Bullet
Uh,
says Dallas, classic.
Yep.
It will end, Eagle 43 says it will end with the aliens invading.
Hey, it might be interesting if they do that.
Actually, what's going to happen is you're going to see Thanos snapping, or you're going to see Tony Stark snapping, and then Ned Stark is going to be alive again.
Hey, that'll be an awesome ending.
Yes, nailed it.
Adrian says, okay, I'm in the chat now. And Eagle43 says, Elf is coming to Westeros. Hide your cats.
So I'm gonna do a shameless plug right now. If you guys haven't already, please enter the Skunk Girl contest, Skunk Girl art contest. All you guys need to do is send me by Twitter, Good Dog Press, just pencil. It does not have to be inked. And what's going to happen is I'm going to ink that original. I'm going to ink that piece of artwork, and that piece of artwork will become production artwork that will go into Skunk Girl #1. So whoever wins it, you are going to be in Skunk Girl #1. Your artwork will be featured as a pinup.
Adrian had something written on his paper, something about reading the books. What was that, Adrian? And then he flipped his page over. See, I should have read the books. I always read books, and this is one show that we've watched that I've never read the book. So Game Motron says, I like the idea of it being someone's dream, like Daniel LaRusso. Bullet says, Gargoyle will finally catch the Smurfs, and it is revealed that Smurfette was a double agent the entire time.
Oh, Gargamel. Yeah.
Gargamel.
Yeah, Gargamel. Cyborg Man says, how are they going to wrap up Game of Thrones with one episode left? Good question, because I'm curious myself.
Well, that's another thing that everybody's upset about. It should have went on for at least 2 more episodes. It's like they're just rushing it.
Well, what's really frustrating for us here in Hawaii is it comes on at 3 o'clock. But because it's kind of a dark picture, we have to wait till later to watch it because we can't watch it in the daytime. I do sometimes, and then I watch, and then you'll ask me why I'm watching it again.
Yeah, because you can't see nothing. It's all washed out.
I know, but I'm anxious. Scott says, so I need to draw Skunk Girl, ?
Yeah, I mean, sure, go for it, Scott. And we take everybody here. Whatever artwork, even if you don't win the contest, you're going to get on the Skunk Girl Wall of Fame. You know, it's.
And Eagle 43 says, so I've got 6 days to learn to draw. And he also says the books are completely different.
Yeah.
Oh, Adrian says I can read his page now. I can't read it. Hang on a minute. I can read it from here.
Oh, it's kind of small. It says,
He goes, I read the books. I think one of the other will die, Jon Snow or Arya. Oh.
Well, I think Arya's not even going to make it to kill her. I think they're going to kill her off. It's got to be Jon.
And to kill her, Jon will be killed off.
Well, the whole thing is they said that Jon Snow is dead anyways.
Yeah.
Jon Snow has always been dead. This is
right.
Whatever the hell he's called now. Yeah. When he was reborn, he's not Jon Snow anymore. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there are a lot of loose ends to tie up, so I don't know how they're going to do it.
Like I said, they're going to do it where they're going to be
Oh, God, Bullet says, boo-hoo, we live in a sunny tropical island.
Well, you're the one complaining we can't watch it in the daytime.
Bullet, it does have it up. It does have its ups and downs. It's pretty, but it's busy. There's too many people that live on this island, and it's too expensive. That's my 2 cents.
Oh boy.
good dog knows where I would be.
She'd be shivering her ass off and complaining about it to me every single night.
I don't complain about it. I've never complained about it.
Yeah, right. I'm under 2 blankets right now.
I never said that the whole time I was there.
Oh man, I need to tape conversations.
I guess so. He also, the Eagle 43 says it will have Sean Bean looking through the magic tree to see the future. Then he will go forth to change the future. Oh, good concept. Adrian says, I personally think the Mad Queen will kill either John or Arya, then one of the other will kill the Queen in vengeance.
Yeah, pretty much. It's gonna be one of those two.
Oh, that's a good concept too.
Kinda sad.
John will be the king, Eagle 43 says. That's what I'm hoping for too. But I'll probably be disappointed. Tyrion will shrink down even smaller and go inside him and then re-enlarge to his 3'8" stature.
Oh my lord.
That's what Scott says. I like Peter. I like him as an actor. I think everything that I've ever seen him in, I've liked.
One of my favorite parts that he ever played was the author in Elf. He was hilarious.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was classic.
That was like, he made Elf to me. I was like, who is this guy? Because he was still pretty much unknown. I was like, whoa, this guy's nuts. And it was such a great character. Do you remember him in Elf, honey?
Yes.
It was like, they're talking about this great, whatever business. What was he? Was he like a consultant or something?
He was a writer.
A writer, yeah. It was like such a great thing. And you figure it's going to be this humongous guy, pretty boy. And then he walks in. It's like, cracked me up. Oh, crazy.
Honey, you have a new person who joined in the chat.
Who?
Your group?
Oh, me Grimlock. How are you doing, me Grimlock?
I'm doing okay. I just got out of chemo.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I saw that Aladdin commercial and immediately caught cancer. I had to take care of it.
Oh, boo. Boo, boo. Oh, he had us going there, people. Oh. Was it that bad?
I just want to know, who is it that are actually asking for live action versions of these movies?
The magic.
Well, they're not able to come up with anything new, see? So.
I mean, so far of all the people I've talked to, there's only one person I actually have spoken to that thinks these movies are good.
Did you see they're doing another Maleficent movie?
Oh yeah, because the bad guy is always the hero nowadays. We all know that.
I guess Maleficent is going to use her powers to get rid of Trump, huh? It's gonna take a Disney princess.
There's a new king that comes in and he has orange skin, and she's going to take him out.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian said John won't be the king, it'll be the dwarf. That was in response to Eagle saying John will be the king. And then Scott says, I love Peter. He was great in his space pants on Saturday Night Live with Gwen. I think he means Gwen Stefani. Zach says, ends up in West Athorian standoff with 5 people in a circle, swords pointed at each other.
So they're going to end up.
They will all die from global warming.
That'd be hilarious.
And we have a Santa Raven in the chat who says aloha. Aloha, Santa.
It's gonna be global warming. I guess they're gonna say that their use of dragons caused it.
Could be.
That's it.
Eagle says Peter's scene from Elf was great. And we have Pablo. Hello, Pablo.
Pablo. Pablo Romero art, awesome. And we got awesome Santa Raven out there, who is an awesome artist. You guys have not seen his art, beautiful art.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still waiting for Skunk Girl to be entered into the contest. Pop up, Santa Raven. I even talked to Popefire about that this morning. It's like, oh, Santa Raven needs to put in some chibi for that contest. Very great chibi artist. Not a good chibi artist. He's a great chibi artist. Because I can't do chibis for nothing. I can't do the cute.
Yeah.
I mean, that is such a special skill there. I tried, and my chibis look horrible. My son does better chibis than me. He does a cute little chibis.
Scott says they're all going to die from dysentery on the Oregon Trail.
Oh my!
They don't have any citrus fruit, so they're all going to get scurvy.
Yeah.
Adrian says global warming caused by dragon farts. Cute.
Oh.
Eagle says, hail Pablo. Bullet saying, hey to Pablo. Adrian says, Pablo needs to get on the panel.
Yes, he does.
And he goes, nah, I don't watch Game of Thrones. Oh, that's okay, Pablo. Just get on and draw something.
Yeah, just draw a beautiful woman. That's all. I'm drawing a character that I don't even like.
And we have a new person by the name of Syntax Ale saying hello at Good Dog Press.
Hey, how you doing, Syntax L? Syntax.
Syntax Ale.
AI? Is it AI or AL?
I don't know. My
Syntax
eyes are
AI.
bad.
It must be AI.
Oh, okay. Santa says everyone can draw chibi. It's very easy.
Well, then you know what, Santa Raven, you're gonna have to do a private hangout with me and teach me, because I think you're a far superior artist than I am when it comes to chibis.
Scott says he's drawing Skunk Girl right now. At least I'm looking up a pic. Cute.
Well, there's
Pablo says, and I'm also drawing traditional today and don't have a camera.
you know, okay, let me just butt in real fast. What's the cool part about Skunk Girl? Scott, all you need to do is go on Google Images and put The Unbreathable, and you'll get a whole bunch of Skunk Girl drawings. There's a lot of images up on Google, which is pretty cool. Google Images, if you need any references. And back to you, honey.
Eagle 43 says global warming is a serious threat in Westeros. The Night King tried to warn them. Oh, and yeah, I don't know. I think it is AI. That's what Syntax is telling us. Sorry, I've got my glasses on, but I still can't read very well on this computer.
She's got a
Huh?
You got a dyslexic computer there, honey?
I am dyslexic, so.
No, you're not. Oh, honey, you can't be heard.
No.
So something happened to your mic, honey. No, I can hear you, but nobody else.
That's right.
She has gone silent.
Well, I can hear. That's the funny part. I can hear in the other room, but none of you guys can hear. No, honey. Funny if you can hear me, though. You're doing such a great job doing the chat. Need you, honey.
See if it's in Google Hangouts is being Google Hangouts.
Otherwise, you might have to drop out and drop back in, honey.
I did. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
There you
Yep.
go.
I got kicked off the internet.
Okay.
I'm leeching from our family next door.
You leeching from the Samoans? How dare you? The Samoan's gonna come. Watch out. Talofa. And I hear you're getting a phone call there, honey. That's funny.
It's from Pope Fire. She's asking if she can send another picture of Skunk Girl in pants.
Oh my lord. And that's what I should have done. I should have drawn a dragon with pants on tonight. I'll do that in the corner. This definitely will not be a drawing that I'm going to finish online. Take my time on this. So have you watched the show, Me Grimlock?
No, I'm actually one of the few people in the world who apparently is not interested enough to watch Game of Thrones.
No, like I said, I mean, it's a good show. I got nothing about, it's just, it is what it is. You knew that people were going to die.
Yeah.
No, it's called Game of Thrones, dude. It's like, what did we expect? You're gonna like some characters, you're gonna hate some characters, you know.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
mean, I would assume that comes with any show, any good show. There's at least one character you can't stand.
yeah. Well, I watched a show that I thought was a far superior show that I didn't like any of the characters because they were all sleazy and horrible, and it was called Breaking Bad. There is nobody to cheer for in that show. They're all douchebags. They're all evil.
I never got into that show either.
So. Oh, it was really, I mean, the writing was superb. It was a great show, but it was like, these are evil people. This is disgusting. There is nobody to cheer for. But
Did you feel dirty after watching it?
Kind of, not really, because I hated everybody. I was like, damn, these people, they all should die. And the only good guy dies. It's like, seriously? They kill off the brother-in-law? He was the only good guy in the whole show, and he freaking got taken out. That's sad. Well, spoiler alert on that, people.
What show are you talking about? I just popped back in.
It can't be a spoiler if the show's already over.
True, but I think my wife has never seen it. Breaking Bad?
Well, I was like sleeping whenever you watched it. I saw some of the shows. And I did watch some of the end ones. So, yeah. I kind of know a little bit about it.
Like I said, I mean, they were all despicable people.
Mm-hmm.
Even his wife was despicable. I was like, oh. You know, she started off good, and then she turned kind of crazy. It's like, whatever. You know.
Did you read any more of the chat?
No, I have not. Like I said, I'm doing photorealistic. So if I read the chat, if I go back and forth, it's going to disrupt the concentration, and I'm going to screw this whole thing up. Yeah.
Well, a couple of them said they never got into Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad.
Well, that's cool.
Or Breaking Thrones.
Well, Breaking Thrones, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Did you sit in the Game of Thrones when it came down here, honey?
Yes, I did, but nobody took my picture.
Oh.
Yes, I sat in the chair.
No, they were charging to sit in the chair.
No, it was before, remember when we were setting up and nobody was coming in?
Yeah, so you just snuck in there. Cool.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, you should have told me. I would have taken a picture of you in the chair.
Maybe Wyatt did. I don't know. I'll have to ask him because that was where the people were all dressing up with all the Star Wars stuff too that you can put on and get your picture taken.
No, I don't like the way that you didn't get Todd McFarlane to stop and take a picture with you at my table. Thank you, honey. You got to
I should have had a picture of talking to him for like 10 minutes like I did. So
yeah,
I didn't.
I mean, you didn't even bring him to my table.
I talked to him more than once.
I know. Gee, something up a storm with Todd McFarlane. You didn't even know who he was. You're funny.
Well, I mean, I knew who he was somewhat, but yeah. I had the Spawn toys for him to sign.
Yeah, well, I had Spider-Man 300 to sign, and I forgot to take it.
Hmm
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
then
the story that he told me about.
And then it's funny because I see him walking down the aisles, and I was like, "Wasn't that Todd McFarlane? Damn it, son of a bitch!" But I had a picture with him.
So I think we left off, and my computer screwed up since I got thrown off. But anyway, Zach was saying, seriously, Raven, you should do a mini tutorial video on the basics of chibi style. I'd watch, and I know a lot of other folks would as well.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I would too.
Yes.
Be awesome.
And Eagle 43 says, Iria was sent by the Illuminati to silence the Night King.
Oh Lord.
Santa says, I don't know the basics of chibi. Well, you can
Right.
still tell us how you do it anyways.
Yeah.
Gamatron, I like the idea of a musical ending. The Night King was Elvis all along. Eagle says, laughing out loud, I like the Elvis idea.
Yeah. Viva Westeros.
Vivo! Vivo! Oh God.
Bullet says, do a basics of chibi YouTube series with Santa Raven.
I'd watch
We
it.
have a, yeah, I would too. Star Wolf is in the chat, says, never was a fan of Game of Thrones. Never got into Breaking Bad either. Well, Star Wolf, what do you like? Oh, Star Wolf is my kid.
Yeah,
Saying hi,
duh.
Mom.
Yeah. Hi, Gavin. How you doing? Jeez, we don't even know who it is.
I thought you watched Breaking Bad, buddy.
Oh my Lord. I was
I
like,
thought
what?
he watched Breaking Bad. Yeah, I know, Star Wolf. Yeah.
Duh. You're funny.
Well, I didn't see that.
is it too late to take back the Mother's Day gift?
Hey, when you have 6 kids, it's hard to keep up with all their favorites. Who watches what and who likes what. But no, I think I have it pretty packed down. He says, love you, Pa. Haven't been able to watch you in a while.
Yeah,
But you
well,
got the
you know-
iPhone. That's what the iPhone is for. You're supposed to go, Siri, how many kids do I have again?
he was the only one that actually said happy birthday to me on my birthday.
Oof.
Man.
When was your birthday?
Oh, last month.
Oh.
Yeah, all the rest of us kept saying happy birthday the day before.
Yeah, everybody came into my chat saying happy birthday. We're like, oh, it's not my birthday yet, guys. It was
Oh
hilarious.
my gosh. Zach says, I want a cigarette, but I don't want to put on pants. Thank God for all the foliage around here. Just make sure there's no poison ivy out there, Zach.
God.
Why did that bush keep lighting up?
Oh. Oh.
Oh, man.
Syntax
Goodness.
says, however, I do love Game of Thrones. Santa says Rick can draw chat and draw realistic.
Oh, we do not make fun of
Oh,
Rick.
Rick can read chat. See, I told you I'm dyslexic. I switched those words around. You guys don't believe me.
Well, yeah.
Game.
Rick, I mean, I could draw and read the chat too, but it would look horrible when it comes out. I don't want to.
Santa, you don't like me reading the chat.
Why? What did Santa do? Why are you getting upset?
No, I'm teasing him. I'm asking him. I'm like, oh, you don't want me to read the chat.
Oh.
Alrighty then. No, it's okay. Gamatron, Grimlock, me too. Game of Thrones looked too much like homework to me. My school was half a mile from a castle. Oh, that's cool. That's what I want to do, honey. I want to go to England and I want to go through all them castles, especially the haunted ones.
Ah, boy.
After we go to the African safari. Well, which one should we do first?
We got a castle over here that you've never been to either.
I've been to Iolani.
You have?
Yes, I have. The boys did a hula over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only state in the union that has a castle, a royal palace.
I think we need to do the African safari last in case I get eaten by anything. So
Oh,
that'll
God.
be last.
That's on the to-do list to get eaten?
Oh,
No, but
she wants to go pet a damn baby lion. That's why. And I'm like, you go out there, you go pet that lion. I'll be in the damn cage over here making sure I don't get eaten.
I really like animals, so yeah, I'm not really afraid either.
Yeah, you guys all know what mongoose are, right? They're
Oh yeah.
they're
The snake
vicious
killers.
little bastards. So the first time I met her, I took her to this place called Hanama Bay, and at a garbage can next to our car, there was like about 20 of them. Now they're very territorial. You do not mess with them. She's over there with a camera. Oh, they're so cute. I'm like, get away from them. Do not go near them. I mean, I was scared as hell. I'm like, oh, because I've heard too many stories from people getting attacked by them. They're vicious little creatures. And oh man, it's like, you're lucky, honey. And I would not have been able to save you from those little vicious little ferrets.
The only thing I like about the mongoose is that they can take out snakes. That's it.
Yeah, but they're vicious little creatures. They're cute. They're cute as hell. But you're not going to get me going. Oh, they're so cute. I'm going to take a picture of them 5 feet away. Hell no.
Maybe 50 feet away.
Yeah, I had a friend that went surfing. He came back to his car. The mongoose was kind of like by his car, so he wouldn't let the guy go into his car. The mongoose chased him. Luckily, well, it wasn't a car; it was a truck. So my friend had to go jump in his bed, and hopefully, the mongoose would go away. The mongoose never went away until he had to bash the mongoose with the surfboard. Yeah, they're crazy. They're mean little creatures.
So I don't know what Zach means by you met the Todd father.
I don't know that either.
And Bullet says, yeah, Rick is a god to both men and women. Listen here, Bullet. I like Rick. I am Rick's probably #1 fan. Right, honey?
Well, yeah, I mean, you've been a supporter of Rick.
I do like Rick.
Yeah,
In fact, where is he?
I mean, one of his options, you really supported him. That's all I'm going to say. Like, oh my lord. Yeah.
Scott says, I can't find a reference I want to draw.
No, take your time. You got a lot of time. The contest ends next week, Friday.
Adrian, I'd like to watch that video. Don't know which video he's talking about. And my Star Wolf says, where's my Shazam? I think he's been wanting you to draw Shazam.
Matt, go get the Shazam, please. On the table downstairs.
I'm way behind because he's saying, I'm good. Geez, at least Pod knows who I am. Oh, too funny. Bullet says, fire the rest of those kids.
Oh my lord.
Scott says, show me some references of Skunk Girl.
Seriously, just go on Google Images and put in the unbreathable Skunk Girl. Don't just put Skunk Girl. Put the unbreathable.
Yeah, you have to put the unbreathable in.
Actually, you don't have to even spell the whole thing out. Just put the.
Is Santa Raven saying no comment when I was talking about me reading the chat? Is he giving lip?
Why are you guys going after each other?
He says no comment, so maybe he doesn't want me to read the chat. Syntax says, who were your favorite Game of Thrones characters?
You gotta stop playing with this. This is freeing. Yeah, and oh god.
Adrian says he liked the Hound and he liked Jon Snow. I like Tyrion, even though you think I like Jon. I don't. I like Tyrion. I'm trying to think of who else I liked. I actually kind of like Jaime. I liked how Jaime turned himself around a little bit. That's why I was kind of sad about the last one. I thought he would stay with Brianna. Damn it. Oh well.
Is
Zach says he didn't know there was a castle in Hawaii.
well, it's a palace. It's not a castle.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a castle.
But it is a royal palace. Yeah. And here's for you, Star Wolf. There's your Shazam.
Oh yes, explain that to him.
Well, I have a video coming out soon. You know, how I made this Shazam. And I made the cloak and everything. And it's actually gold foil instead of gold paint. So the video should be coming out next week. It's a custom figure. This is like a cheapy $10. Star Wolf said, wait, who has the Shazam? Of course you know it's me. You know I play around with toys all the time.
He's been wanting you to show the Shazam, or I think a draw Shazam though.
Well, this is even better. I mean, took a $10 toy and made it look pretty damn good. You know.
Yep.
Did some washes, put gold foil, did washes on the face, made the cape, give him the tri cape or the double cape with the hood. Yeah. So I will have this video out next week. I just got to get around to editing the video. Editing videos suck, people. They take forever.
Bullet says Fozzie Bear was great.
Fozzie Bear?
Yeah, I think I'm lagging because Gavin's talking about anything that can take out snakes. He hates snakes. My child hates snakes. We were hiking in Colorado and saw a little gardener snake, and he thought it was one of them diamond rattlers and just literally freaked out the rest of the way.
Yeah, it was a little garden.
Gracious.
It's a garden snake or something.
Yeah, it wasn't a diamond rattler.
Well.
And thank you, Zach. Zach said Todd McFarlane. You know, the Todd father. Okay.
The Todd father. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Game of Tron says, my brother quotes one line from The Hound all the time. Ain't no cure for being a...
What?
Must be a bad word. I don't know. He said he tried Skunk Girl and got nothing. So maybe he needs to try again the Unbreathable.
Yeah. Okay, here. You don't even have to write out Unbreathable all the way. All you got to do is put...
he goes, that's cool. I found one.
Yeah.
He said he found one.
All you got to do is put the UNBREAT and it's going to come out already. So you don't even have to type the whole thing out. It's pretty cool. And it will fill up the whole screen of Skunk Girls.
Eco43 says, Scott, look for the Skunk Girl Gary Shipman did that has pants.
Oh, God.
Obviously, people in our chat don't like pants because Zach is going outside with no pants. Was it Zach that was going outside with no pants?
Oh, you're the one
that was going outside. Yeah, it was Zach. Yeah.
You're the one that tweeted out the Winnie the Pooh with no pants on.
Well, Winnie the Pooh never wears pants.
Yeah, you're the one that tweeted it out saying, I don't wear pants or whatever the hell you put out there.
Everybody's saying, dang, Manny, that's awesome to the Shazam. So is Star Wolf.
Cool. Well, wait till you guys see the end video. I'm still editing it. This takes a while. And I was editing. Today I was editing, and my wife knows what I've been editing for the last 3 days. Skunk Girl does Fortnite. I've been working, and it takes a while to get everything synced up. And I want it to look so nice when I get it out there. So that's coming, people. The push for Skunk Girl has it started.
Star Wars says that your Shazam looks just like the new 52 Shazam.
Yep, that's what I was going for.
Scott is saying it's one of the pin PS. I think he's in going back to my question where it says ain't no cure for being a, I don't know, I can't figure that out. I am a blonde. I can't figure everything out. Pinups. Okay, forget it. I think he's talking about your skunk girl, like a pinup. He found one of your pinups.
Actually, what am I saying? Just go to gooddogpress.net.
I think he found some, honey. Oh, and
Yeah.
Shabby saying hello. Hi, Shabby.
Hey, Shabby.
I think Shabby's working. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
What?
Star Wolf is still saying that was a baby rattler, not a gardener snake. Oh, well.
Snake.
It's okay.
We went to the reptile reserve or whatever you call it, and we showed him the picture, and the guy said, "Oh yeah, that's nothing. That's a," and that was the same. I don't know what you call it. It was a reptile place that had the alligator from Happy Gilmore was there, so we got to see him. It's pretty cool.
I can't remember the name of that place. It was this oasis, literally out in the middle of nowhere, and they were advertising it on the radio. And I'm like, well, let's go find it.
I was the one that said, "Oh, let's go check that out." They said,
Shut up! I'm the one who said
I was the one.
No.
Oh man.
Who also found South Park?
Well, that's you.
Exactly.
But I found the reptile place.
No, I said it. Aren't you paying attention to this? They kept on advertising it on the radio.
Oh my Lord.
And I'm like, let's go.
Okay,
Okay, so then who found the Donkey Town?
that was you.
Donkey Town.
Yeah, the Donkey Town where you got to see donkeys having sex in the middle of the road. Yeah, that was interesting.
You guys have
And
the
nobody
best
was dressed up like a green ogre.
So what was the town's name, honey?
I don't remember.
You know what the funny part is? KG's family lives in that town.
Are you serious?
Serious, because he came into work with Oatman on his shirt. I'm like, I was like, you know about Oatman? He's like, oh yeah, that's the town with all the donkeys. I'm like, no joke, dude. We went there.
Oh my goodness.
The donkeys are wild. It was like,
Well, yeah.
it was a mining town. So when the miners left, they left their donkeys, and the donkeys have just gone wild. And
Donkeys gone wild.
Donkeys gone wild, and we got to see that. We got to see donkeys gone wild in Oatman. It was hilarious. I mean, they just walk around. Nobody shoes them. I mean, they walk into stores and everything. It's crazy. It's like, oh my Lord. I mean, it's a tourist kind of thing, you know. Oh, come down, come see Oatman, the home of the wild donkeys. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's when you stood inside of that wooded coffin.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was freaky.
Yeah, the donkeys go into stores, they shake down the store owners for protection money.
Yep.
They do, yeah.
Oh, but some of the owners are not too happy. There was this one lady that was shooing them away. She was very upset. She had enough of donkeys. Yeah, got to see donkey loving.
That wild donkey love.
Wow, donkey love. Ooh,
Stephen Von Scriver's in the chat, and he's saying, "What did I miss?"
donkey love. Oh man.
Scott says he's doing one of your one of the pinups. Bullet says nothing in regards to what did I miss. He says nothing.
There's a pickup line you're not gonna hear too many places. Let's make some wild donkey love.
Well, there's a place in Kona that they sell. Remember, honey, the donkey balls?
Yep, donkey balls.
Uh-huh.
They were
They're
pretty good.
chocolate. They're chocolate, all different kinds of chocolate, and they call them donkey balls. And they're actually a ball.
They had donkey balls and they had monkey balls
Yep.
too.
Yep.
Scott, just remember, all you need to do is give me pencils. Don't have to be inks, nothing. Just pencils for the contest.
Game Moltron says snakes are nature's spicy rocks. They are. I don't like snakes either.
I don't like spiders and snakes.
I'm not afraid of them, though. I just don't like them. Scott says he got the one that he wanted. Eagle 43 says, hail, shabby and even. They're
Are
all
you-
hailing each other.
Are you afraid of the Kali snake?
Shut up, honey.
Oh man. What? You're doing great with the reading the chat, honey. It's awesome.
Yeah. So Scott says, so what, when I'm done, do I tweet it to you? He's more or less asking, what does he do with it when he's done with it?
Just put it in a tweet. Go to my Twitter, and I did pin it, and just a reply to that thread. Or you
Bullet is asking, oh, sorry,
or
go
you could
ahead.
just DM me straight. That's fine too. My DMs are open. Carry on, honey.
Bullet says, what do I win if I draw Skunk Girl?
What you will win is that the pencils will be inked by myself, and it will be featured in the Skunk Girl book itself. You will have a pinup page. So it will be a piece of production art that I will ship to you. So you not only win a contest, you win the original artwork that's actually going to be in a comic book that's coming out. That's a pretty cool prize. You know, to be able to brag that, hey, I was in Skunk Girl #1. And you get the original artwork too, which you can do whatever you want with. If you want to go sell it or whatever, it's up to you. That's what you win.
That sounds like a great prize.
That is a great prize. Nobody else is doing that, people. But you know, that's what I want to do for the fans. I mean, you guys have really helped me and cheered me on. I want one of you guys to have something like that. You guys can go brag. I was in Skunk Girl #1. Look at this. Look at my artwork.
I guess that can be considered treats for all the good dogs out there.
There you go. So, and everybody can send me. Everybody's eligible. It's open to anyone. You know, pros, hobbyists, you know, amateurs, whatever. You know, and we're gonna put it to a straw poll. We're gonna see, you know, what you guys want me to ink. Okay, well, you can't hear you, even though what you said was pretty funny. She's been kicked off again. She's reading Bullet's reptile dysfunction or something.
Reptile dysfunction? What?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not looking at the chat. I can hear in the other room, but it's like, oh, honey, nobody hears you.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, you got to read your reptile dysfunction again.
I know. I got booted off again.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Going back, Scott says he's drawing without pants. Gamatron, that word is, well, I don't know if he's drawing without pants or if he's drawing Skunk Girl without pants.
Well, I hope he's drawing Skunk Girl without pants.
Either way, in honor of Pope Fire, we have to do an obligatory gross.
Ew, gross.
Too funny.
Well, she's the one. Weirdo.
Pope Fire. Look, she's our friend, but at times I just can't help but laugh. She does not
Yeah.
like she does not like a pantsless skunk girl, and yet her favorite superhero wears a bikini and thigh highs.
Yeah. Well, did she have thigh highs in the beginning? Didn't she just have to her knees?
Yes, in the beginning they were just up to her knees.
Yeah, so you could actually see a lot of her legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Zach says feral donkeys sound like a terrifying enemy for a comic book.
terrible donkey.
And Shabby says, "Come
Yeah.
down to Donkey Town."
The unbreathable squirrel girl versus the feral donkey.
Ooh.
Santa says, "I might make a new hero, Donkey Girl."
Oh boy.
Scott says, "What if I want to ink and color it?"
Well, you can, but how am I going to ink it for you to become a original piece of artwork to give to you? That's the whole thing.
Yeah, that kind of defeats the purpose of the prize.
Yeah, I mean the prize is you get to have some production artwork that's touched by the creator of Skunk Girl. The creator of Skunk Girl doesn't do really well in the comic book. That's all I'm going to say. There's a lot of cameos in Skunk Girl by a lot of people in our community.
Even Von Scriver says, "I refuse to back Donkey Girl until Fort King is fulfilled."
What king?
I don't know. And Santa Raven says, "I might make Donkey Girl Fort King's sidekick." So who's Fort King?
Does anybody know what that is?
Fort King. Is that never mind.
I have no idea what they're
King
talking
and
about.
Donkey Girl versus the Reptile Army. And Scott says, "Yes, Skunk Girl without pants."
Whatever they're doing, they're world building in the chat.
That's cool.
Star Wolf is also asking for a Mary Marvel drawing.
Oh, I did that at the altar about a month ago.
Really?
Yeah, I did it.
Well, tell him to go look for it.
Yeah, the Shazam at the altar.
Oh.
We did a Shazam at the altar, and I did Mary Marvel.
Yeah, me too. I had a Marianne cap.
Yeah, we did it. I think Trusty did the red suit, and I did the white suit for Mary Marvel.
I didn't actually color the suit. I just put
Syntax.
a red box in the background. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Syntax is saying at Good Dog Press, "I am currently working on a board game and need an artist if anyone is interested."
Cool. If anybody wants to go talk to him, go for it. Go hit him up in the DMs. That's one thing that I can't do right now. I'm so busy.
Bullet says, "What if my art is already production quality?"
Well, the chat will see if it's production quality or not. I'm not the one that's going to be voting on that. We'll put a straw poll out on Friday night, and we'll see who wins. You know? And unfortunately,
Bullet is asking, "What is the pay like for the board game work?" kind of skipping around a little bit. Yeah, reading the chat's a pain in the butt.
Duh. Now try do that and draw and white box people
Yeah,
at the same time.
I know. I can empathize with you now.
Yeah, so now you know when you come into the room and you tell me, didn't you read what Santa Raven said? I'm like, no, it's not that easy, honey. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you be the director and you got to be the on here talking with people and drawing, and yeah, it's not the easiest thing in the world.
Bullet's saying multitask, damn it. Oh, I know all about multitasking. I do it every day.
And that's why a good show, like when I have Tank or if I had ERTs and they're reading the chat, you know, it's a lot easier.
Even Von Scriver has to leave. He's saying I have to return to my kingdom later, folks.
See
And Bullet says
Evan.
Evan is king of nothing.
Whoa,
And they get an angry face.
man, we got this pretty harsh in the chat tonight.
Salty.
Very salty.
So, honey, you're drawing Daenerys. I see a Ned Stark in there somewhere.
That's Trusty.
Trusty's doing Ned Stark.
Yeah.
And
Adrian.
Adrian is that a Ned Stark too? Oh, okay, I gotta go switch screens. Oh, no. That's the Hound, yeah?
There. Okay, now we got. See, Adrian's not talking. I forgot about that. I gotta go white box him once in a while.
Right.
Here,
Good
honey.
to see Adrian.
I don't know if it's gonna work, honey, but I'm gonna give you control.
All right.
No, I don't know how to do any of this.
All you gotta do is
Hound.
whoever you want, you just click on their box where you're in.
Well, yeah.
That's it. You just gotta click on the box. That way, like for especially Adrian's not talking, so you're never gonna see his artwork.
Okay, this is Adrian.
I'm
Yeah,
drawing the
click on him.
Hound.
Yes.
So you
He
white
speaks.
box him
Yes.
and see his artwork.
Say hi to everybody.
But you know what, though? I don't think is it showing up on the other one?
See a cat?
I liked him as a character, too.
Who?
The Hound.
Yeah, the Hound was okay.
Yeah. I like it when a character evolves and changes, throughout a series. And a lot of them did on Game of Thrones.
Well, a lot of them did, and then they reverted back to their crappy self.
Ugh.
Like Jamie.
Yeah.
There was no reason for Jamie to go back to his sister. Come on, that was just creepy. Like I thought he got over being a guy who liked to do incest with his sister. Yeah, he got over that. Weirdos.
I can't believe nobody's drawing a dragon.
It's coming. It's coming.
Oh. You're drawing Danny.
Yeah, then there'll be a silhouette of a dragon behind her, but I don't know if I'm going to get to it today because this is taking a while.
And Trusty's doing Ned.
And Adrian's doing the Hound.
Yes.
Cool.
Talk about Twin Peaks.
Oh, yeah. You want to talk about a complicated story that I still don't understand. Holy cow. Oh, that's my kid that's asking me to talk about Twin Peaks. No wonder.
No. It's the third
What?
rail. We're here to talk about Game of Thrones.
It's because I kind of binge watched on Twin Peaks and then watched the new thing that they had out, when they all came back.
Okay,
That's
okay.
a weird
So
one.
if we're gonna talk about Game of Thrones, what was your favorite scene in the show?
Which show? I mean, which season? I mean, there's so many.
Each season.
Oh, I'm not. I would. Well, I think we should stick to one. What's your favorite scene, honey? Or scenes?
One of my favorite ones was when oh shoot, I can't think of his name. Where he got eaten by the dogs. Where she sorry, it was a good revenge, thing.
True. That was a good
Yeah.
comeuppance. Yes, that was a good comeuppance. That's funny because you're thinking of a good comeuppance, and I'm thinking of a good comeuppance also. I'm thinking about when she got all those people, Daenerys. She got all that village, the elders into that one house and did burn them all down. That was like
Mm-hmm.
that was pretty cool how she got her revenge on those people.
Yeah.
But that was a woman's moment again, saving all the women and killing the men.
Oh,
Didn't like the fact that it happened, but the way it was all put together, I would say the Red Wedding.
Oh, the Red Wedding was total screw job for us. It was like, wow, they just killed all these characters all one time. Cool.
Happens in the book that way.
Yeah. I did like the mother, the Stark mother. Thought she was cool. Did you like the Red Wedding, honey?
I mean, it was very
Graphic.
well, that doesn't bother me. Shit. No.
It's a good dog, Chris. Can you watch your language, please?
I'm a nurse. That doesn't bother me at all. No, but I mean, it was sad. I didn't, because I liked her as a character too. But yeah, it was very yeah, engrossing.
Well,
The other one, Star Wolf was saying, when the midget kills his dad. Yes, when Tyrion killed his dad
God.
on the toilet.
Oh my lord. We're gonna
That's
get
pretty
strike.
brutal.
We're gonna get strike for that. They're little people. We can't say midget anymore.
Can we call them half people?
I think only the Kiwi can get away with that. The Kiwi is always saying that word on stream.
Oh, Booster.
Booster. Booster just always says midgets. It's hilarious.
We have
What
another
is a
new
midget?
person in the
So-
chat, the metal. He's saying ahoy there.
Oh,
Jiminy Cricket said there's still midgets.
Oh,
Shabby says my favorite is the mountain versus the viper.
What?
The
Yeah,
Viper.
that's good. That's good.
Was that the wrestling episode?
no, I think that's the guy that I like that got killed by
Yes,
the
that was
mountain.
the guy that you liked.
Yeah, I like that guy. He got killed by the. Well, he was dumb. He should have finished the job. You don't freaking cheer that you killed the guy when the guy's not dead yet. Finish the job. Stab him through the heart. Cut off his head. No, he's over there prancing around and, dude, and you could tell that he was gonna die. It was like, oh, the mountain's not dead, dude. What are you doing? Turn around, turn around. Yep. And there he goes. Pop goes the weasel. Popped his head off. Ugh.
Game of Thrones says, so did Jamie push another child out of a window? No. And then a few lengths down, he goes, I only ask about Jamie because the amount I heard about it, I could swear that Jamie was throwing a child out of a window every 10 minutes. No, it only happened once.
Yeah, it only happened in the very
You
first
just keep on
episode.
playing the scene a lot.
Yeah.
That sounds like it'd be a mini game in a Game of Thrones video game. Kid tossing.
Yeah.
Oh, Adrian's asking why is Jimmy not on here, and Jimmy says he's not good company right now.
Oh boy.
Um,
Next time, Jimmy.
sick. Yeah, whatever's going on, we hope you feel better.
As long as he's in the chat, supporting us, that's cool.
Worn out.
What's his name?
Cool.
I can't think of the guy's name. Sorry, I'm just tired tonight. I'm thinking of another scene that I liked. The guy that was guarding Bran. What's his name?
Hodor.
No, not Hodor. It was in this the couple shows ago. He died.
Oh.
Where the Night King was. He was guarding Bran from the Night King. Why can't I think of that dude's name? Greyjoy. Can't think of his first name.
Theon?
The guy that got his yes, Theon. I liked the scene where he was getting beat up. It was how many? I can't remember how many episodes ago it was, and he actually ended up taking the guy out. I like that scene too. I guess I'm a violent person. I didn't realize that.
So,
Help me, please, people.
Manny, blink
No,
if you need help.
I
they
need
were by the water and they were fighting on the rocks, and yeah, he kind of overtook that dude. That was kind of like when he wasn't being so shy and reserved, where he just started being
being a man. Well, she's kicked out again. It's like I'm the only one that
Wow.
hears your conversation, honey.
stream is getting.
Yeah, you are. Yes, nobody can hear you except me because you're in the other room. Funny.
Can you hear me now?
No,
Yes.
no.
No. I give
Are you
up.
asleep? Yes.
No, you keep on going. You're doing fine.
Doing great.
Everybody likes it. Yeah, even Adrian said you're doing great. You heard that? And for
Okay.
Adrian to speak, he's taking a risk speaking right now. Adrian
I am
needs to be
indeed.
very, very quiet.
Every time he speaks, the government gets a little bit closer.
Well, every time he speaks, I bet he has somebody coming in there gonna whack him over the head. We're speaking. Stop making noise.
Gets hit with a rolled up newspaper. It's a very abusive thing.
So I can get rid of our TV, our direct TV now, right? Since Game of Thrones is gonna be done tomorrow, honey.
You know what? How many times do I have to tell you the HBO is free, damn it?
But I don't even want the damn direct TV. We watch YouTube and stuff.
The DirecTV is synced with the AT&T. That's why we get free HBO.
Yeah, but I still gotta pay for the freaking direct TV, which is not cheap.
Then get rid of it. I don't care.
Oh boy.
It's
You don't even wait
$144
for
a
your
month.
programs to come on TV. You're watching them on your laptop.
The next one that I'm waiting for is Netflix. I'm waiting for Stranger Things.
Yeah, because you binge watch Lucifer. You evil.
I did binge watch Lucifer.
Disgusting.
I did. Is it disgusting? Ah.
Uh,
I feel like this
I'm
is a
kind of
discussion
disappointed
should
that
be
they don't
left-
have Winona Earp coming back on.
No, the Sci-Fi Channel had to get rid of Winona Earp to torture everybody with a show written by Mags Assaggio.
oh God. What show is that?
Hmm.
I don't know. I just love how Mags just continues to fail up in the world by putting on a
Well,
wig.
if you got the right politics, you got the right agenda that they want to push, you're gonna get pushed.
the right
Yeah.
wig.
Must be nice.
Oh, that's the truth.
Must be nice. You know, if I hadn't been blocked, I would love to go on Mags's page and say you can never complain about anything. You've managed to get promoted with every failure. You have literally nothing to complain about. I would love to be as bad at anything as Mags is and still get paid for it.
Scott says he's already done with Skunk Girl's head and her arm and the tail.
Cool.
Damn, Ash vs. Evil Dead got canceled.
Jiminy was saying way back, I support you, Manny. Team Skunk Girl. And he spelled Skunk Girl wrong. So then Santa Raven had to ask, who is Skunk Girl?
Oh boy.
Zach is saying, stand in quotation marks upwind of Skunk Girl with Skunk Girl.
Cool.
Jiminy Cricket says, laugh out loud. Always, hashtag always upwind.
Yep.
Zach, you are correct. A lot of unnecessary signal boosting for Mags. Doesn't deserve it, but it happens a lot.
Well, if you do smell skunk girl, you're gonna be happy. Because whenever you smell her, you just think of your favorite smell. So that's how she controls you. You will never smell stink. Your smell, What is my favorite smell, honey?
You can't smell.
Well, that's true, but I can smell smoke, but I can't smell everything else.
Your favorite smell?
So kids, whatever you do, don't play with plaster of Paris and let it go up your nose for like 2 weeks in a row, or
Ouch.
you'll do permanent damage to your nasal cavities. Yeah.
I don't know what is your favorite smell. You've never told me.
Well, I can smell, but I have to really take a really good deep breath to smell something. If I walk into a room, enclosed room, I'll be able to smell something. But yeah, it kind of sucks. I'm just glad I can smell smoke. I guess smoke has more particles in the air. Because that would really suck if I couldn't smell smoke.
That would be disastrous.
Yes, but stink, I can't smell stink. which is a good thing. Can't smell sweet. Sucks. Ironic how,
Zach is, huh?
ironic how a person that can't smell is writing a book about skunks.
Yep.
Well, could be a person with no sense of taste writing about a chef.
True.
Scott is
You know,
asking if you want to
actually,
say it.
that'll make a good villain for Skunko. If a villain that can't smell, so her power is not going to work on him.
That would not help him. Read the book. There's a reason why I say that. Even if you can't smell her, you're still going to get it.
Santa says, "Oh gosh, he cracks me up sometimes. My favorite smell is farts."
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh, everyone likes the smell of their own brand, eh?
Oh boy. Santa Raven's funny.
So, did Skunk Girl experiment with other guns before settling on Desert Eagles? Game Matron wants to know.
I guess I'm gonna have to write that in the story. Well, she's strong enough to handle the Desert Eagles. I mean, I know it's not a very practical weapon for people to be shooting with one hand, that's for sure. But she is an above average person. So she will be able to handle it if that's your question. I'm assuming she did try all kinds of weapons and she ended up on the Desert Eagles. Because there's an impractical weapon, but still pretty cool looking.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Good question. So now I'm gonna have to write that up. Why did she settle on Desert Eagles? Good question.
But that is the gun of choice when you want to be badass, though.
No, well, it's the gun of choice if you want to show pretty cool looking gun.
Sure.
You know, it wouldn't be my choice, that's for sure.
Starwolf says boomstick. What's boomstick?
From Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
Oh.
What they called the shotgun.
A double barrel.
Yep.
Pablo says she has Desert Eagles because it looks cool. There is no other reason.
Well, that's the truth. That's the only reason why I drew her with Desert Eagles. But I'm going to have to come up with a reason for her having Desert Eagles, though. I mean, it looks super cool. But yeah, it's a comic book. You got to have all the reasons. Doesn't have to be for this issue, but eventually I'm going to have to explain why she has. I mean, I do explain why her costume looks like it does. She does have an adventure that she has a different costume that she changes.
Sorry. I also need something to drink. My goodness.
Well, you got a little boy in there. Tell him to go get some. Yell for
Minion,
him.
bring me water.
A little minion. At least she muted herself before she yelled for him. She knows she's good. She knows a courtesy. And now she's whistling for him. He's not a dog. That's funny.
But what if he answers the whistle first before his name?
Could be.
He's not responding. You need to talk to him.
He's got his darn headphones on. That's why he's got that stupid, PlayStation going.
Game of Thrones says maybe she got the Desert Eagles from Vinnie Jones.
I don't catch the joke. Can somebody explain that?
Starwolf says in the Boondock Saints 2 they carry Desert Eagles.
Okay.
Okay.
Zach says, all right, folks, I got to bounce. Y'all have a great chat.
Later.
Good night, Zach. Think he's got to go. Is that Zach Hawkins?
Yeah.
He's got to go smoke some meat.
Bullet says, Manny, she just kills a guy and he happens to have really sweet Desert Eagles. So she says, I'll take those. Thank you very much.
Definitely, I can use that, but won't be in this issue because that's another page to draw.
It's just like in video games, right? You take out somebody, you loot them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's for sure. And she's not above, purloining things. That's for sure.
So do you think the dragon's going to live?
Good question. I guess. Well, if it doesn't live, there's got to be some eggs at the end of the damn movie or the damn show. There's going to be some eggs for the next generation of dragons.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
Yeah, it's going to be a Little Shop of Horrors.
I live with that movie.
Oh, Little Shop of Horrors at the end was so awesome with the little flowers in the garden. That's what you're going to see. You're going to see some kid walking off with the eggs. That's what it's going to be.
Shoot, I just saw the original ending recently for the first time. I didn't know it went down like that.
Which movie?
A Little Shop of Horrors.
The Little Shop of Horrors, the original movie? It's
Jack
No,
dark.
no. Well, the
It's-
80s movie, but the original ending.
Yeah, the original is super dark.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell was the guy doing? And it's funny, the guy and the girl that's in that movie, that was the same couple that was in Gremlins. The old couple. Because I remember watching Gremlins and I watched a Little Shop of Horrors like a few weeks later. I'm like, damn, those people sound so familiar. And I was like, oh, that is the same people from Gremlins. They were super young though when they were in that Little Shop of Horrors. I do like the 80s version.
Yeah.
So Game of Thrones is saying, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, it just makes me wonder why Frank Oz doesn't direct more.
Yeah, Frank Oz is awesome. Okay, honey.
Game of Thrones is saying Vinnie Jones, a soccer player who played a guy with Desert Eagles in the movie Snatch.
Snatch. And he also played Juggernaut. That's who that is.
Starwolf is asking, how come Skunk Girl doesn't go with the classic 1911 45s?
Because Desert Eagles sound more cool. That's all. When it comes down to it, that's all it was. Is what sounds cooler. Yeah, give her an impractical gun. It sounds cool. But she's a
Game of,
go.
sorry, honey.
No,
Game
go.
of Thrones says Game of Thrones ends with a self-cooked dragon barbecue. Well, if it tastes anything like Gator, it'd be good. Syntax says, going to go now, guys. Nice meeting you. We'll
yeah.
see you in the future streams. Good night.
Awesome. Syntax, come on back anytime. Mondays and Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern, we're here. Doing the same thing, just having fun, drawing, and then having crazy conversation. Bunch of nerds.
Oh, Adrian says he's done with the Hound, so you got to put it on there, honey. I put it on, but it's still not showing up.
I gave you controls. Why?
I you know what? I've spanked it on Adrian, and it's not showing up
Ooh.
anywhere.
Did you just say spanked it on Adrian? Somebody getting spicy in there.
It's okay. It's after midnight here on the East Coast, so you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is 12 o'clock midnight. Cool.
I did put you need to do. I don't know how to control all that, honey. You've got to put it on him. I don't know how to do.
I have it on him.
Okay. All right.
So now you can critique his artwork. You can say how great it is.
I like it.
Well, you need to say more than that.
Thank you.
Well, on my laptop, on the YouTube, it's fuzzy. It's hard for me to see it, but I still like it. I can make it out.
That is really good, Adrian.
Yeah, it is.
I love
Do
I
thumbs
love-
up.
I love watching Adrian's artwork because I met Adrian way back. He was like one of the first people I met when I used to come on YouTube. And if you guys watch his growth, it's amazing,
Yes.
which is awesome. I mean, there's so much growth just hanging out with everybody and drawing and pushing each other to be better. You know, this is awesome. And look at that. That was 2 hours worth of work. That's crazy. Great job.
Yeah.
And just the other day, having Pablo Romero on my stream, I watched him color. Just figuring out how he's doing his coloring to help me out for Skunk Girl. Just feeding off everybody. And here's Trusty now. Trusty is actually inking. Putting me to shame tonight, Trusty.
2 hours later, Trusty finally starts inking.
Oh,
All right, now
This is why
I'm
Trusty
going
would
into,
suck at drawn and quartered.
I'm going into the restroom where I can talk.
He's gonna close the door.
Yeah,
I wonder
I've
if he's
got a
gonna
really-
stand in a shower.
I've got a
pull the
really
curtain
small.
over.
I've got a really small house.
Oh,
Reggie knows. He knows that I talk and then I have to stop talking in the middle of our conversations at the time,
Yeah.
or I have to go outside and talk. It's,
At one time he was trying smoke signals, but that didn't work well on the Hangout.
yeah, it didn't work out. Nobody knew. Nobody could see my smoke signals over the Discord.
Except
I
on Dar, but
tried sign language, but nobody could hear it.
Everybody's telling Adrian it looks great.
Oh, thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always liked the Hound from the start. I liked him in the books even. He's one of those characters that's he's bad, but he's not as bad as some of the bad people.
Right.
So who do you think is the worst bad person of that thing, Adrian?
Interesting question.
Besides Cersei.
Cersei's bad, but she's another character that, like, if you look at her differently, you can see why she is the way she is.
He's a messed up in the head.
I think Littlefinger was a pretty bad dude, actually.
He was a conniving little bastard.
Yeah, he was. But it's hard to pick because so many people go back and forth in the show, other than of it very few. I mean, Cersei probably would be the worst, but the guy that can't remember his name, but the guy that tortured Theon Greyjoy is probably the worst character.
The guy
Yeah,
that
he was
was
the
awful.
guy who got eaten by the dogs. Yeah.
Ramses.
Yeah, Ramsey. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was.
I
he was
didn't like him either.
hard to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Every time he came on, it was pretty rough.
well, that's why he did a good bad guy.
Yeah, he was a very good bad guy, and his father was right up there with him.
Oh, getting back to favorite scenes. It just popped into my head. Where Arya sliced whatchamajiggy's neck. That one I wasn't expecting. Oh, Littlefinger.
Yeah, Littlefinger. Yeah,
Yeah, I like that one too. That was like, wow. That one kind of caught me off guard.
I mean, he deserved it.
Yep. Pablo's saying, you stole my palette. Adrian is getting better. We need to stop him.
I mean, yeah, I'm seeing improvement. I'm kind of figuring out style a bit more, but the thing is, I've always drawn quite a bit like I do on paper. It's just most of the time I've drawn on digital because I've been trying to learn the digital, but with paper I have way more control.
True.
To make it look the way I'm trying to make it look. And I've been learning some techniques here and there too that I've been trying out.
Which character didn't you
that
like, honey?
Which character I didn't like?
Yeah, who did you think was the worst villain?
I don't know. I'm not into it as much as you are. I mean, sheesh. Don't know. Don't know right now. Trying to figure out why the hell this is not looking right. I think I made her nose too long. Not getting the eyes right either. Sucks. I don't know. I didn't like that place where they went and they had those 3 girls, the warriors. It's like, really, whatever's.
Yeah.
Oh, the mom with the 2 girls.
Yeah, I get you.
I was
Yeah.
like, whatever. What the hell does this have to do with anything? And then they kill off Jamie's daughter or something or whatever the hell it was. I was like, okay, that was a waste of how many episodes. It was like, we really didn't need to know about these people. Yeah.
Yeah, there was
And why did they kill off the daughter? What, revenge because the brother got killed by the mountain? Oh, whatever's. Just a waste of time for me.
they were kind of a waste of time, yes.
Yeah, it was a waste of time. It was a side story. They didn't do nothing for the Game of Thrones crap. You know, I was like, we didn't need to know about these people at all.
It reminds me of my wife's a big fan of Outlander, or she was. And if you ever watched that series, there's the second season, I think it is. They take a trip to France to avoid being a part of a war in Scotland. So they spend all this time for the first part of the second season in France, and then by the mid part of that season, they end up back in Scotland being involved in the war anyways. It was a complete waste of time. There was no point other than I think the author must have wanted to take them to France, basically. So, so they were like, um, they were there in France and they were interacting with the king at Louise, it's the one that made all the gardens. I can't remember which one that was. But by the mid season, they were back where they started from in the previous season, so it didn't make any sense for them to even go into France, other than the fact that the author must have wanted to take them there just because she thought it'd be cool. I don't see any other reason. It stalled the story for the most part. I think Game of Thrones didn't do too much of that, but that part that you're speaking about, that was definitely a
Yeah,
part that seemed very unneeded.
Yeah. Because really, what came out of that? Nothing.
Nothing really.
Nothing to make the story go any further.
I guess Cersei's kids dying off, like.
Yeah, but that's like, okay, whatever. I don't even remember how those 3 warrior ladies died.
I will say one of my favorite scenes is the scene where Robb becomes the King of the North, and they, all bow fealty to him and everything. And the same with Jon, but when Jon becomes, they start calling him King of the North. You almost get kind of cringed because you're like, oh, this is not going to end well, because every time they put someone as King of the North, they always end up dead. So, but I remember being very excited when they crowned Robb King of the North and all that at that time.
Oh my lord!
Didn't really think that it was going to end up the way it did, but I personally am a sucker for characters dying off. Usually I like heroic deaths, but death happens in real life, so that you need death in stories too. You need death in your stories.
So Scott Shimmer is asking where to send it. Just send it. DM me. A good dog
I did.
press.
I put your
Okay,
and Twitter thing on there.
cool.
Oh, Eagle says in the book the mom comes back to life and seeks revenge. Ooh, I would have liked to see that. That'd be cool. Starwolf and Game of Tron are talking about Firefly and Malcolm Reynolds with Han Solo. They're having a nice conversation.
That's cool.
He knows you don't like Firefly, honey.
It's not that I don't like. I just never seen it. So how can I say if I like it or not if I've never seen
What
it?
what channel is it on?
I think they got it on Sci-Fi or maybe some Netflix. I don't know.
Probably Netflix. I don't know.
I just never seen it, and you know how busy I am nowadays. Do I watch TV? No, I'm in my computer room drawing every single night.
Firefly is a show that I borrowed from my wife, but at the time we were dating, and she didn't get it back till we were married.
Starwolf says it was canceled.
Yeah, that show came out a long time ago.
Yeah, to be fair, I think if it would have continued on, it probably wouldn't have been as good as it's known to be. It wouldn't have been the cult classic that it is.
Fox messed it up too because they
Yeah,
showed
definitely.
the episodes out of order.
Yep.
Yeah, that.
You sure did. I remember that. Of course, you can get your Firefly fill in the comics. They do comics at Firefly.
Yeah, the Boom comics.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
pretty good too. I've read a few.
I know I got the free one from Comic Book Day. Free Comic Book Day, the Firefly
Oh.
Buffy book.
Oh, did you get that? I didn't get that.
Yeah, I got that
I-
one. I got lucky. I mean, I spent a lot of money at the comic store that I go to, so she hooked me up with a lot of stuff. Yeah.
I did not get to make free comic book day this year. I had to work, and my wife went with my kids instead. So she only got me like 5 things, which is fine. And then she bought me Savage Avengers, which I was hoping was going to be a better book than what it was.
It was what it was.
Yeah, it was what it was. That's a good way of putting it. I mean,
Well,
I like the team that they put together, but I didn't feel like they put enough stuff in the book for one. And then Diodito is a way better artist than what he was putting into that book.
Oh, he phoned it in. He
Yeah,
totally
he phoned
phoned
that
it
in
in.
big time.
Yeah.
he's too busy running his mouth on Twitter and how there's more Nazis in the world than there used to be,
yeah.
which
So I
I
heard.
think is code for him having rampant drug use. Because if you're seeing Nazis in 2019, I think you need to check yourself into rehab.
Has anybody ever read the Game of Thrones comics at all?
No.
The ones
I
that
didn't know
Mike
they
Miller,
had him. Huh,
Mike Miller drew them.
Well, he did the covers.
really?
He did the covers.
He think he did some interiors too.
Okay.
I have one of them, I'm pretty sure.
Any good?
Yeah, I liked it. It was actually my first introduction to Game of Thrones. These things came out years ago.
Cool.
And then I got the books not too long afterwards and started reading the books. And then I dropped off on the books for a while, and then they announced the series was coming to HBO and when I was in college. And so I was like, I have to watch this show now because I like the books. I did like the books. The first one, I still think is the best book.
What's the first book about?
It's pretty much the first season, and I mean, like Ned dies at the end. So when you're reading that for the first time, you're not used to those type of things back when it was done, because it wasn't a common theme within books at that time. Now, it's not a big surprise when a main character like that, because you're following Ned that whole book and his viewpoint and everything. So when he gets killed, you're like, holy crap, what just happened here? This is a hero. Because he writes it like this guy's going to be the hero of the series.
Right.
So he totally throws you, because you're thinking even up to the point of him getting beheaded, you're thinking, he's going to get rescued. Who's going to rescue him? It doesn't happen. And you're just like, what just happened? What did I read? Which, at that time was a very bold move by an author. Nowadays it happens all the time. But pretty much scene for scene, the first season is pretty close to the books, if I remember. It's been years since I've read them. And I haven't read like the latest two.
Star Wolf is asking, what about Rorschach's death? He was my favorite Watchman.
Don't get me started on Watchmen. I love that book and I hate it at the same time.
You didn't like Watchmen?
No, it's like a love-hate relationship with it. Because I was mad that Rorschach died.
Well, it was funny. I liked his line that, when he said when he was in prison that I'm not locked up with you, you're locked up with me.
Locked up with me. I know. Yeah, that was a great line.
I was like, okay, you psycho little guy.
Yeah. Well, he's supposed to be the question, right? Like he's the take on the question, but it's Alan Moore's take on the question and slash Mr. A.
Uh-huh.
And so Alan Moore, of course, doesn't agree with the viewpoint of the question or Mr. A. So he's taken a piss, as some people would say.
So he just doesn't like Steve Ditko, no?
I don't. You hear interviews with him, and it's not necessarily he hated Steve Ditko. He just didn't like his politics because Alan Moore is a communist, so he doesn't see things the way Ayn Rand did, and Ditko was very much an Ayn Rand person. So,
honey, you're typing too loud.
Huh?
You gotta watch your typing.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Oh, it's loud.
Holy cow.
It's loud.
Really?
Yeah, it's super loud.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, Star Wolf says Night Owl was based
Scott's
off
telling you that he.
Blue Beetle. Sorry.
Scott's saying that he sent it to you, but I know you probably don't have your phone on.
Yeah,
you.
I mean, I'm not gonna look at it right now. I'll look at it later. We'll look at it later, Scott. Thank you.
Yeah.
It definitely will be showcased on next Friday night. Hell, it will be showcased on Monday night when I did my stream also. I always showcase everybody's artwork over and over and over again.
Yeah, Star Wolf is saying Night Owl was based off the Blue Beetle.
Yep.
Now, was that the original Blue Beetle, or was that Steve Ditko's Blue Beetle as well? Because there's several different Blue Beetles, right?
Did you guys see the comic tropes on the Blue Beetle? One of his newer ones.
Mm-mm.
It's total clickbait. It's like Blue Beetle versus Big Dicks.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That was the villain in the show.
Yeah,
I mean, the comic book was Big Dicks.
that's crazy.
It's total clickbait. That's comic trope for you. I mean, he does put on a very good videos. And I'll give him that.
Mhm.
They are very entertaining, and he tries to be middle of the road.
Yeah,
he
he
really
does
take sides.
pretty
Yeah.
good
I mean,
job.
Finally got
So
my
Star Wolf says Comedian was based off of Peacemaker. I don't know who Peacemaker is.
He's the guy with the big silver helmet.
yeah, he had doves on his chest. It's
I'm-
kind of pink, orange color costume.
Is this a Silver Age character as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the Charlton characters that DC had acquired the rights to, and Alan Moore wanted to use them, but DC were like, no, we've got plans for these characters. We're going to integrate them. So he came up with his own versions, which I love those versions
Yeah.
he came up with.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if Watchmen was the first one to do it, but I get the impression that Watchmen was the first one to do that kind of thing where you base characters off of other characters and then deconstruct them or change them around in some way to examine the character themselves. Now it's pretty common. You see a lot of comics doing that, but from what I've gathered, from what I've read, The Watchmen was really one of the first books to do that kind of thing.
Yep.
So, before that, the Charlton characters were not integrated into DC then?
No,
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think Crisis of Infinite Earth is when they started to bring them in.
I think you're right.
Huh.
Yeah, that's when they started to bring in the characters.
So how long did Charlton exist as a comic company?
Quite a while.
Yeah, you know, if I'm not mistaken, Dick Giordano was over at Charlton.
I think I actually bought some Charlton right off the newsstand before DC acquired them back in the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, see, I'm now just learning a lot about the 80s comics. I didn't get into comics till the 90s. I was a kid in the 80s, so
Well, since you mentioned deconstruction, I was wondering, do you think a story like Iron Man's Demon in a Bottle would that be deconstruction?
that's a good question.
What was that again?
Would Iron Man's Demon in a Bottle story be considered a deconstruction story?
In a way, I guess you could see it as that, because you're taking a hero and giving them a very human-like flaw, which is what a lot of deconstruction stories tell.
But if that's the definition of deconstruction, then you could say the whole damn Spider-Man Peter Parker saga is deconstruction. Of
True.
Yeah,
I think-
except that back at least up until people became obsessed with Watchmen, there was actual points where you built them back up.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, is Demon in the Bottle the most famous Iron Man story? I've never really read much Iron Man comic.
it's one of his more famous ones. I think the original.
that and Armor Wars.
Yeah, I was gonna say Armor Wars is probably more popular.
Yeah, I have a few issues of Armor Wars stuff.
When I first started reading Iron Man, I just missed Demon in a Bottle, like by a few issues. So I got to read the one that he went up against the Hulk and he gets trapped in the Iron Man suit, which was pretty cool. Where they had, I think it was it Iron Man that Ant-Man that had to come save Iron Man. It's pretty cool issues. It was Bob Layton was the inker, so it didn't matter who drew. If Bob Layton did the inking, it looked like Bob Layton.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was cool though. I mean, he did a really good Iron Man back in the day.
Yeah, one of the best.
And then I know issue 150 is when Iron Man and Doctor Doom got sent to the medieval. That was pretty cool. And they had to work together to get back to the prison.
I've heard that one, but I've never read those.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've never
dude,
read that either.
The cover
I've
was
heard of that.
excellent. You know, Iron Man versus Doom on the cover. Couldn't ask for anything better. But yeah, they had to work together to come back to the present.
Yeah.
And they were both admiring each other's skills.
Gamatron says deconstruction of a character or deconstruction of an idea. And then Starwolf is asking, is that where Iron Man was an alcoholic? Yes.
Yeah, Demon in a
is where
Bottle
he
was.
an alcoholic.
Yeah, that's when he
they-
hit rock bottom.
Which they touched on in the movies just a bit.
Yeah, and then in the early 2000s, they made Ms. Marvel have the same damn storyline, Demon in a Bottle, pretty much.
Part 2.
Yeah, she became
Seriously.
in the
I didn't-
Avengers. She became the demon. She had the demon in the bottle. She was drinking on the job and stuff.
Way to,
I think that kind of started in the 90s though with her drinking, because there was a time when they had her paired up with where she was dating Wolverine, and she did a whole lot of drinking then too.
I was like, what are we
So-
going to do with Ms. Marvel? Yeah, make her drunk.
well, clearly they've had a hard time figuring out what they're doing with that character for a long time.
Well, I mean, she is pretty generic. I mean,
Yeah.
No, she was supposed to be Wonder Woman, and that just was not going to happen.
Yeah, she's.
Starwolf says, I like the one where Doctor Doom and Doctor Strange go to hell to save Doom's mom. I think that's what it is.
Oh yeah.
Never heard of that one.
Was that the What If? I know the What If he had to go try to save.
The what if is when he actually he does it himself, and he has a gold he didn't scar his face. He has a golden armor instead of his his gray armor. But what happens is Mephisto gets his revenge by taking Doom's one true love on the day that they got married.
Okay.
And basically, the comic ends with Doom spending the rest of his life trying to get his girlfriend back I think it's like every 5 years or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Those
instead
what
of
ifs.
his mom, what he tries to save every year, it's his girlfriend he tries to save every year. So
Yeah,
he's in the same predicament. So,
yeah,
and that's the whole thing about the What Ifs. It always ended badly.
yeah. A lot of the what ifs ended pretty badly, especially the ones involving Spider-Man. It's like, oh my god, could they be any more warped?
Yeah, they always just try to show it in our faces like, no, you guys are going to live with what we wrote. Everything else is crap. Don't ask us.
Almost. Because I think I was talking about this with Grandpa Mike. I think there's only one Spider-Man what if where it doesn't have some kind of tragic end.
Yeah. They're all
Yeah.
tragic and like, no,
Uh,
just stay with the original Marvel universe. Don't ask for us these what if stories. We're gonna make them horrible. We're gonna give you a
Yeah, 'cause
bad ending.
the what if Craven's Last Hunt where Craven kills Spider-Man and takes over as Spider-Man.
Jeez.
I will say that was a good issue because I never hated J. Jonah Jameson at any one point more than I did at the end of that issue.
so Bullet says Iron Man and Doctor Doom were at the Renaissance Fair the entire time.
What was that?
That would be hilarious. Yes, it was a Renaissance fair run by Arcade, right?
Yeah. Sounds like a good story.
Listen, you guys, I'm gonna say goodnight.
Well, you know what? What time is it now? How long we been going?
It is 12:30.
12:32 on our
12:30.
end.
I think it's time for all the East Coasters to go, and I think it's time for us to give this a good night because I'm not gonna be able to finish this tonight. This is just starting. So
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
we'll go around
good
the room
with
and
that.
say good night to everybody, and we'll go and meet Grimlock. Where can we find you?
You can find me in Pulp Fire's Discord, continuing to my quest to have her have completely gray hair by the time she's 25.
Oh, brother.
Oh, awesome.
And then you can officially draw Greyfire.
Greyfire. There we go. Unbreathable Skunk Girl. Where can we find you? Are you
At work 7 days a week and no 14 hours every day. I know you can find me trolling around on everybody's channels here and there every once in a while, and I'm on Twitter at Comic Book Mom, and I'm usually here with Good Dog Press.
awesome? Adrian?
Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Adrian?
Yeah, you can find me on Good Dog Press whenever I can get up on here, and Pulp Fire's at the Altar streams usually on Saturdays. And I also can be found on Twitter at AdrianT2099.
Cool. Trusty.
You can find me on Twitter at TrustySidekick3, on Instagram, TrustySidekickArt, and more often than not, here on Good Dog Press with Manny and on E. Ortiz. And sometimes, if I can stay up late enough, on At the Altar.
Cool. There she goes typing again. Honey.
Sorry. Okay, I'll mute myself. Damn.
Yes, that's what you're supposed to do is mute yourself. She's learning, guys. She's learning.
Well, we're saying goodnight now anyway.
Yeah, we're saying goodnight anyways. But still, it's kind of loud. We're trying to say goodnight and we hear tick, 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 tick. All right. Well, I am Manny from Good Dog Press, and thank you for coming to At the Altar. I hope that we had a little bit more structure to our At the Altar than the usual At the Altar. But yeah, you can find me here on Good Dog Press Monday nights and Friday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. And don't forget about the Skunk Girl art contest. All you guys got to do is just do a pencils. I will do the traditional inks for it. I will send it to you, and it will become a production artwork that will go into Skunk Girl #1. So get your guys submissions to me. Just tweet it to me at Good Dog Press on Twitter. All right. And so thank you for coming. Thank you, panel, for making a lovely night. Go watch Game of Thrones tomorrow night. Just remember, it's just a movie. It's just a show, people. Don't get crazy if it doesn't come out the way you want it. Come on, there's more to life than a damn show that's on for an hour and a half. Okay?
Don't burn anything down.
Honey, can I
Yeah.
say that to you after you come out of a Marvel or DC show then? And tell you it's just a
Ooh.
show. Don't worry about it.
What have I said to you? How many times you just gotta go into the show like it's a what if movie because it's not the same thing that I've
Okay.
read. You know,
I know,
Endgame-
but
That's right.
Endgame was-
I know some shows you've come out of and bitching, moaning, groaning, and complaining. So
Well, in game was
Come on.
definitely a what if. It was a what if that I didn't want ever to happen.
yeah, but still, yeah. Come on, honey. You know what I'm talking.
Yeah, it was a what if. What if you decided to waste 3 hours of your life?
Oh,
By
so
Marvel Comics.
yes, sir. Yep. So enjoy Game of Thrones. I will see you guys here here Monday night and most likely tomorrow. Go and check out Cross Comics auctions. All right. Good night, all.
Night.
Good night.
Right?